Hi there, my friends. It's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping. Welcome into today's episode of Teach Me Tuesday. I'm actually sharing a little bit of old and new today. I'm going to highlight some of our beautiful new paper. This is coming out in the brand new annual catalog, which launches June 3rd, I believe, or June 2nd, right in the beginning of June. This is called Mosaic Mood, and it's a whole suite of products, but this is just the paper, and as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what's really cool about this, and not very obvious in the catalog, is that it's got clear embossing on it. And I'm not even sure you'll be able to, can you see that there? It's all over one side of every pattern. So this is the non-embossed side, this is the embossed side. So you can see each piece. So this is the non-embossed, and then this is the embossed, and you can see there's a little bit of embossing on each piece of paper. So it's really, really pretty. Look at the shine on that. It's so fun to play with, and it features a brand new in color too, terracotta tile. So that's what that is. If you didn't recognize that, that's a new in color, which will be coming out. But again, I love this paper, so I wanted to showcase that. But at the same time, I wanted to highlight some of the amazing products we're losing in this new catalog. And it's funny because this stamp set that I'm going to share today, what did I do with it, is one we got for free in our onstage bags last April, I believe, when this catalog went live. And I barely used it at all. And then I started playing with it today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of all these ways I could use this. And I'm so silly for not have been playing with it for the last year. It also coordinates with the tab punch. And this is retiring as well. So as you can see, or I'll show you in a second, it kind of coordinates perfectly with this. And so what I wanted to do is I had bought a bunch of little notebooks during back to school season. So I made some really cute little notebooks to show off this beautiful paper and to give as little gifts, because look at how cute they are. So you could do like birthdays, grocery shopping list, your to-do list. You could do one with notes, one for things that made you smile today, another grocery shopping list, because I think that's perfect for everybody, birthdays, to-do list, and then the little elephant with remember, so things you don't want to forget, things you loved that day, goals you have. So I just love this, and because there's so many different options, you could do all sorts of things with this. These would be cute little tabs for on your photos, and you could put things like don't forget, or what happened would work in a scrapbook, or adorable, happy life. Like, there's so many things that you could use in your scrapbook too. It's got a dating stamp here, so you could actually date pictures or date stamps. And of course, all of these little images would be cute for backgrounds and things on cards or pages. It's just such a cute, versatile little set, and I'm kind of sad that I'm just discovering and playing with it now. I don't know why I didn't play with it sooner, because I'm such a little nerd for like office supply stuff. That was always my favorite store as a kid, so I'm not sure why I didn't play with it sooner, because that's another thing you could use it for too, is if you were kind of obsessed with binders and organizing things, you could use these little tabs for your binders too in your regular everyday life. You know, how much more fun would it be to pay bills if you had cute little tabs on your binder for it, right? If you had a binder for your bills. I should, but I don't. But maybe soon. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you how I put this together, and then we'll stamp some tags too. So I'm using this really fun florally paper. I cut my paper, this is the little 50-cent, I think they come in like packages of 2, and I got them on the back to school sale, so that's coming up soon in a few months. And I think I got the packages of 2 for 50 cents each, so you can really stock up on these. I actually covered all the ones I have in stock right now, so I had 5 of them left. So I covered them all, and I'll use them as little gifts, maybe for orders or something. I don't know what I'll use them for, so but I've got them now, so I can share them. Because certainly knows I don't need all these notebooks. I have a bazillion. So I cut this to 3 by 4.5, but I think it should be kind of 4 and a little bit extra, and then you can trim off the extra because you can see a little bit of the green here, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. Plus I don't want to chop up too much more of my paper, but I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of the Tombow liquid glue here. I find this works best. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room because you can slide it around until it dries. And so I'm just kind of covering it make sure you get this edge straight. I'll show you what I had to do to fix one of mine because it wasn't straight in a second. But I'm going to get this down and then just sort of carefully push down on it to kind of firm it into place. If you didn't get it in the right place before you firm down on that, that's when you want to move it around, because it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. Then I'm going to flip it over on the back, and I'm going to do the same thing. So if I were to get it in the wrong spot initially, this glue is kind of forgiving for a few minutes. You can slide it back and forth. So that's what I mean. So like if I didn't get it in the right spot here, right off the bat, I can kind of slide this around to where I want it to be. And then once you've got it and you think it's good, then you can go ahead and kind of secure it into place. It's actually kind of off, so you do have a little bit of wiggle room there. Once it's dry though. It's not coming off, which is why I love it for this kind of project. I'm going to set this aside for a minute to dry before I trim the edges, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. So one of the things I'll show you, when I put this one on, I didn't get it straight, so this was kind of like really crooked. So I just cut a piece of coordinating cardstock and layered it on top straight, and now you can't even tell that I messed that up. But yeah, that one was not straight at all. I was going to leave it, but I'm like, no, it's driving me absolutely batty. So I pre-punched 3 tabs from the coordinating colors using my tab punch. And you can see in the catalog or on the packaging nowadays, it will tell you what the coordinating colors are. So you can see that right on your packaging or in the catalog itself. And it did that in the old catalog too. So it's the paper I'm using is not in there, but if you look at our paper list here, it will tell you right down here what the colors are for that to coordinate with our product, or our paper, which is what I love about Stampin' Up! Is everything coordinates. So you can make everything kind of matchy-matchy, which is awesome. I love that. All right, so let's go ahead and make ourselves a little, I'm going to use the white instead of the brown, a little series of tags, or tabs for our notebook. Oh my goodness, I can't think. All right, so first I'm going to do, I love because we've got these little circle elements, so we can make a little circle embellishment here. So I'm going to go ahead and take Mint Macaron, which is one of the colors that coordinates, and I'm going to do a little circle here. And I actually did it on both sides because it will show on both sides, on the front and the back. So that way, if you pick up the notebook backwards, you still know where you're headed with your notes. And then I'm going to do birthdays on this one because I think that one's really handy. So we're going to grab the little birthday cake. And this is actually a 2-step stamp. So they have the little outline birthday, then they have the filler in, the 2-second step birthday, and then they have the little candles too. So how cute is that? So I'm going to take the little birthday stamp, and I'm going to stamp this in the neutral shade, the brown, the soft suede, which is one of the other colors in here. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in the center like that. And I'll do it, I'll do it again on the other side. Like that. Okay. Then I'm just going to blot this off so I can put it back. And then we'll take the inside of our cake. Oops. And let's make our cake, let's do the Blushing Bride, which is actually another color in the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right over my candles and my cake. And here again. Cute, right? Okay, I'm not done yet, so let's go ahead, clean that off. We'll do our candles in the crushed curry. These are super, super tiny. Look how little these are. So you want to be careful not to lose those. I'm going to go ahead and take the crushed curry and ink that up. And then I'm going to do my best to get those lined up in the candles, which, because this is a clear photopolymer stamp set, it's kind of easy. Oh dear. Oh, it didn't even ruin it. Oh, thank goodness. It was so small it didn't matter. It has a little bitty tiny spot, but we'll just use that as the back. Whoa, that was scary. Okay, so I'm going to put these back so I don't lose them. And then I'm actually going to take this little half moon circle thing, and I'm going to use the mint macaron again, which is the background color. I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm just going to kind of put it on the bottom half of the tab, like that. Just give it a little more color, make it coordinate a little bit more. There. So there's one little tag, and that will be my birthdays tag. And let's see, you could put, if you wanted down here, you could put remember or celebrate, would all fit in these little tabs. I'm going to leave it blank because I think the little birthday cake is kind of indicative of what I'm going to do with that. All right, so the next one, let's go ahead and do a shopping list here. So I'm going to use that little half moon circle again with the mint macaron. I'm going to use full strength though this time. I'll do one there and one there. And then I'll clean that off. And then I'm going to take the little outline image. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Let's make sure that's clean. And I'm going to use the brown for this one. And I'm just going to do that right around the outside. And right around the outside. And then we'll take our little shopping cart, because this will be our shopping list. And that is over here. So we'll take our little shopping cart and we'll do that in there. Fun! Okay, so there's number 2. And then let's make ourselves a little to-do list. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do another white one in here because I want to do a little arrow and I don't want to have to cut it out again like I did in the last one. So see, on this one I did a to-do and I cut out that little tiny arrow. But instead, this time, oh, maybe I'll do that again, actually, because I like having the 3 different color tabs. So let's see. We'll do a to-do list again. Maybe I'll switch it up this time. Let's do, we'll stamp the to-do part first, which is right here. And we'll do that in the brown. And I want it to show, so I'm not going to stamp it on here because when you put that on your page, that bottom part doesn't show unless you open it. So I want it to show when it's closed. So I'm not going to put it on this part. I'm going to put it on the top part. So I'm going to do to-do. Oh, and you know what I might do? I know what I'll do. I'm going to do to-do. And then I'm going to use that little arrow, but I'm going to use it in the crushed curry. So it'll be tone on tone. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. All right, so let's do that little bitty arrow here. And I'll use it with the crushed curry. And we'll put it right there. And one right there. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave that plain and not do the outer rim like I did on the other 2. So maybe that means maybe I'll put those, maybe I'll separate the ones with the rims. I don't know. Or maybe I want to do, actually, you know what? I think I want to do a rim. Let's go ahead and grab that again. Hopefully I didn't stamp that all wonky and I can get it around that. Looks like I can. I'm going to stamp that there. This one might be tricky. And that there. Perfect. Okay. So now they all have a little ring, which I like. I like coordination. All right, so let's go ahead and do, let's trim off this excess first. So I usually use my, my adhesive scissors, the ones that I don't care if they get gummed up because sometimes there's glue still on there. So I just take my scissors and I just go right around the edge of the notebook and trim off any of that. These would make great gifts for hostesses, for friends, for your go-getters, the girls that, you know, are chasing after goals, or entrepreneurs, people running a business. These would make really cute little gifts, and they're super easy to do. You could, like I said, I made 5 of them in the last hour or so. So easy. All right, then make sure we have this the right way, which goes this way. All right, and then I'm going to do birthdays first. So, If I have one that's a little wonky, you want to make sure that one's the one that goes in the back, but both of these look fine, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to grab my adhesive, and I'm just going to put tape on these bottom two pieces. And then I'm going to grab the back side of the piece of tape, the piece of paper, and then I'll just close the book on it. Whoops, trying not to move it. Like that, and then I'll just fold it over the piece of paper. So it lines up like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to put tape on both sides of this. This I know has 80 sheets of paper, but I wasn't about to sit here and count them all, so I'm just kind of guesstimating where I want this. And I'm going to just go ahead and then close this so I can see how close I want it to the other one. Then I'll push down on that so that's sealed. Then I pick this up and I just tape that down too. Whoops, that was kind of a little bit lower than I wanted, but that's okay. And then we'll do the same thing with this last one. And just kind of guesstimate where I want this. And make sure it's kind of evenly spaced between those. Then push down and then just fold over. Push that together. And there you go, a really cute, simple little gift with your little grocery list, your birthday list, your to-do list. And if you wanted, you could certainly gussy this up a little bit, maybe add a monogram or write their name or just add a cute little cut element from the paper or something like that. But I just left them kind of simple. So there you have it. Super cute, super fun, showcasing the new paper, Mosaic Mood, as well as this adorable little stamp set that is going away, and the punch that coordinates. So you get a cute little set of notebooks, and you've got a really cute little bundle of fun. These are really fun, so you could make all sorts of fun stuff with this one. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It makes me very, very happy. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time for Teach Me Tuesday. Have a great week.